In 2006, I began my journey to becoming a private pilot. It's 2016, and it's time for me to finish that journey. Growing up, I wanted to be a pilot just like my dad. When I was 15, I began flight lessons to pursue that dream. Midway through my training, there were some things that came up in my life that put flying on hold. By the time these things had passed, there was more obstacles that kept me out of the cockpit. I no longer had easy access to an instructor or plane like I did before. Prices in aviation were rising. I was a full-time college student, working full-time, and my funds were low. For years, I kept telling myself that I would eventually finish what I started. Finally, after several years, I decided it was time to get back into a plane, and I wasn't giving up until I reached my goal. There's a couple of people that I found on YouTube that really helped to inspire me to get back into aviation. This is when I decided that I wanted to record my flights and make videos just like they did. I was thinking to myself that aviation is a wonderful thing that everyone should get a chance to experience at some point. I thought that if these people inspired me, then just maybe I can inspire someone just as well. It's our jobs as pilots and students to continue to grow the aviation community and share our experiences with others.
How do you feel about like radio calls and stuff?
You know, I was thinking about that earlier. I
Yeah.
haven't used radio calls in a long time. I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I know I use a radio every day at work.
Yeah.
I still feel like I can do it for the most part.
Yeah. If you have any questions, just ask, or if you want me to say, talk for a minute or whichever.
Okay. Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to remember because when I lived in Heber, we used 2, 3, and 5.
Yeah. So just one number off.
Check both ways.
Yep. And then, like I normally just say, November 13127 taxiing out to runway 22, Conway.
Okay. This is our transmit button.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're on 123.
Okay. Conway traffic November 13127 is going to be taxiing to runway 22. I think my radio's cutting out on me a little bit.
That's what I heard. Mine, I don't know why it's always done that in this plane, but towards the end, sometimes it'll just stop. Yeah, we can take off, and then if you want to fly around somewhere, we'll go up and fly around and let you get used to climbing and turning again, and then we can come back over here and try to do a few touch and goes.
That'll work. Man, I like this new airport.
Yeah, I love it.
Actually, I can't say I never flew at the old one, so.
The old one was fun.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, I know some people are different. Are you all about pointing your nose into the wind when you do your run up?
Yeah, I typically do. I'm not like a point my nose into the wind whore about it, but like, yeah, it's
Okay. I'll just do that right
yeah, it's a
there.
good thing to do.
I know I used to do that.
Yeah.
Alright, before parking there. Set the parking brake again. Cabin doors, windows closed and locked.
Mine's shut and locked.
Okay. Light controls. Correct. Works. Elevator trim. Set for takeoff. Valve. Both. Mixture pitch. Okay, magneto check. Here we got a drop. Go back. Go to right. Got a drop. Back. Pull the carburetor heat. Got a drop. back. Ammeter.
So our ammeter is right there.
Amps, okay.
Oil temperature's in the green. Oil pressure is
Still
barely
coming
in the green, but it's coming up ever since you started it. And then our suction's right there, and
Okay. Good.
it's working.
Alright. Everything looks good.
Yeah, and that's coming up in the green now. It's kind of
There we go. Kind of slow.
slow, yeah. They're gonna have that replaced though, because it's just kind of like it'll.
Convoy traffic. We have two C-130s maneuvering to the northwest of your airport at 300 AGL, ground speed 210, convoy traffic.
Cool.
Well, let's brag about it.
Yeah, no
I wish
kidding.
we could do 210.
Wing flaps, double check, they are up. Okay. Oh, there's the C-130s.
Yeah.
Conway traffic, Cessna November 13127 is going to be taking the active of runway 22. We're going to have a north departure. Conway traffic. That down. So we saw the C-130s. They're not. They're back that way.
Yep. And final looks clear.
Okay. I don't see any other traffic.
Me either.
Still looks good. Double check. We'll line up around him. Yeah. Heels to the floor, full throttle. That's what I was doing, same thing.
I always do that. I hate how wobbly it is whenever those wheels are turning. Well, you're back in the air.
I know, man, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for it, though.
Yeah, you can see Little Rock pretty easily from right there.
Definitely.
There.
Okay.
They're
I know
way-
they were following the ridge line.
Yeah. Then Conway's right there. I think Beaver Fork's gonna be a little bit over there to the right.
Over that way, okay.
Yeah. So if you want, let's see here. What heading are we on? We'll do. I guess just turn north,
Okay.
and then once we get north, we'll turn east. Sweet. Alright, if you want, looks clear, we'll go, we can turn east now,
Okay.
and then just try to hold that 2,500 feet. And then a big pointer is just whenever you see what the plane's doing out here, so just kind of look outside
Yeah.
and see what the horizon's doing with the cowling of the nose, and start kind of piecing that together.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. We'll just say that we started at 24 right there, because we were pretty much at 2,400
Yeah.
feet.
Coming out of that turn, I lost a little bit of altitude.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll just cross over right here, and then we'll just
Okay.
enter a left downwind, so we'll track out that way.
That'll work. And Conway traffic, Cessna 13127 is crossing over midfield to enter a left downwind for runway 22, Conway traffic.
That was a good radio call.
Awesome.
mean, you're looking perfect as far as altitude. You're gonna be set up perfectly for that.
And Conway traffic, Cessna 13127 is entering a left downwind for runway 22, Conway traffic.
Nice. So once we get a beam, our touchdown point, so parallel our touchdown point, so we could just say 1,000 footers on the runway right here, we can go ahead and start getting in our landing configuration.
Okay.
So there you go, we can start slowing it down just a little bit. And we'll slow it down, and once we get in that wide arc, right there, we'll
fire first.
Yep. Yeah, typically if you run about 1700 RPM, that should be a good little RPM setting. Let me know if you get hot or cold.
Oh no, I'm fine right now.
That should be good.
Okay.
So you can count or watch that little window. Yep, and if you want, we can turn left base now.
Okay. And Conway traffic, Cessna 13127 is turning left base for runway 22, Conway traffic.
Yeah, so if you want to, whenever we're approaching the runway, we'll hold about 70 miles an hour. That'll be an easier number to watch. And then we can turn final. And then we'll put in our second notch of flaps, because at base, we were kind of close to the runway. Second notch, and then once we get in a little bit closer, within gliding distance of the runway, we can put in our third notch of flaps.
And Conway traffic, Cessna 13127 is turned final for runway 22, Conway.
Yeah, maybe slow it down just a little bit more.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was trying to do.
And then we can put in our third notch from here.
Okay.
That looks perfect.
Drop. And we got the runway made on cut throttle.
Oh, not bad.
A little hard.
There you go. Yeah, that was literally perfect, except for if you would have flared just a little bit more.
Yeah.
If you want, we can pull the flaps up and go. We'll
Okay.
do a touch and go. There you go, and then
Carb
carb
heat
heat.
in.
Yep. Nice. Yeah,
Bad
that was
landing,
that
though.
was literally picture perfect, except for the
Yeah.
flare part. If you flare just a little bit more next time, it'll cause those mains to touch down first, and then be a lot smoother.
Yeah, I gotta get used to using that full flaps.
Yeah, but hey, for your first landing in almost 8 years, that wasn't bad at all. I thought I was gonna have to hop on and maybe help you out a little bit.
And Conway traffic, Cessna 13127 is upwind of runway 22, Conway traffic.
Yeah, so once we get about 700 feet AGL, so about 1,000 feet up there, we can
Okay.
turn left crosswind, and then once you're a safe distance away from the runway, you can turn downwind.
Downwind. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah, I'll just pull back just barely on this one.
Okay.
If it needs it.
Never know.
Yeah. Maybe the third time's a charm. There you go. Now pull the power. And then we'll just pull back a little bit more. There you go. So just, I mean, literally just a little bit more than what you have been
Okay.
doing in it, and that'll work out a lot nicer.
Perfect.
So if you want to, we'll go around.
Okay. Figure those around.
Those wheels crack me up.
Alright, so I'll keep that in mind. Just use a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit more back pressure. So once you're about, I don't know, 15 feet above the ground or
Yeah.
10 feet above the ground, whenever you normally start to level that nose out, maybe just pull the power right then, all the way out if it's not, and then just keep on bringing in just a little bit more back pressure. You don't need
Okay.
much, but just a little bit.
Alright, there's our 1,000-foot mark. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Okay. That nose down. And Conway traffic, Cessna 13127, turning base leg for runway 22, Conway traffic. Okay. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And Conway traffic, Cessna 13127 is going to be turning final for runway 22, Conway. Alright, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, full flaps. And lose some airspeed.
See if you can't do it again.
Hopefully it'll be better.
Yeah. The good mentality.
Trying to get lined up with the center line.
Nice.
Aviation has always been a huge part of my life. I hated that I was away from it for so long, but I'm determined not to let that happen again. It's been a long journey to the point where I was finally able to get back into the cockpit, but it's been one well worth it. Along this journey, I've made great friendships, been on unforgettable adventures, gained a huge amount of experience, and acquired a vast amount of knowledge. A lot of things we do in life, or goals we accomplish, can come from our own inspiration. Sometimes, though, our inspiration can come from elsewhere. I know that my inspiration came from someone else, and I hope that maybe I can reach out to at least one person as an inspiration. No matter what you do in life, as long as you don't give up and you work hard, you will succeed. Life is about adventure and exploration, so why not explore aviation?